Super Apostle Gaps right here in the studio. And I've always told him, each time we get to meet, I don't know why the connection is like that. There was a time he wasn't around to receive an award, and I went off stage to collect it. And, you know, truthfully, I've never seen him before. So I've just been hearing that name. Yeah, that time. You know, I remember there was a particular armor, and he wanted looking for this person. I'm looking for this person. I want to see this person. So when that opportunity came, they called him and he was not around. I went on stage. You know, he held the award and said, "Welcome, sir. Good to see you."
Nice to be home.
Yeah. And for those who don't know him, if you know that song, la 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 la. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about right now. Yes, let's get to talk about Feast of Incense.
Yes, Feast of Incense is here. Feast of Incense is once again, yes, good to meet you guys. And thank you very much for this time. I don't take it ordinary. Feast of Incense is a conglomerate, spiritual convocation that gathers nations, that gathers tribes, tongues, all around the four corners of the earth. And just to release sound, release prophetic worship, spontaneous worship, activate people, release mantles, prayers for nations, and intercessions for nations. And Jos is that place that all this has been happening the past 11 years. It started in 2012 with just South Africa and Nigeria, and then stretched to Ghana in 2013, 2014, stretched to Hawaii with Bob Fitts, the legendary Bob Fitts, and then it moved to like 2015, where 7 countries were there: Uganda, Liberia, Nigeria, Israel, and Jerusalem. Good friends and partners are there. And then, to cut a long story short, 2021 was an incredible feast where almost 21 countries, both virtual and physical, were worshiping, including the legendary Bob Fitts, and having prophetic words from Micah Stampley, having shout out from people like Tyre Tibet, and some of the iconic leaders around the world have always been part and friends of the Feast of Incense. And it's coming in April. Already some of the guests from America and Ghana right here have
let's get to meet them.
On the camera there.
Okay.
And then, hey Larry, how are you? Larry's here from America.
Oh, hello everybody.
It's going to be one of those release sound prophetic dance. It's going to be shouts, dance, worship, praise, and particularly celebration of a new plateau and a new Nigeria.
All right, this is beautiful. This is amazing. I've attended some,
yes, sir.
And of course I've also missed some. But this year I'm saying
please don't miss. We're keeping a seat for you guys.
No. The truth there is that we cannot even miss. We just stroll there because it's not far from us.
It's not far from us.
We'll just stroll down.
30 seconds walk from
30
the
seconds
studio.
walk from the studio.
Very true.
And of course,
Links Event Center.
That is where it's going to be taking place.
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah.
You see, that's another amazing thing.
Yes, it's
5 days. So if you say, "Oh, I'm busy first, second day,"
you can't be busy for 5 days.
No, come on. You need to check yourself. It's the Feast of Incense that we're talking about. We're not just talking about any kind of program. Like Apostle Dab said, our nations are coming together, worshiping,
praying, dancing,
releasing
prophetically, just releasing Nigeria and particularly Africa. So the focus is Africa, but Jos is like the host nation or the host state that brings together all these unique people around the world to this glorious event.
All right. What is the theme of this?
The theme of this year is the fragrance of Eden, and it's so. There's something about perfumes and scents and spices and aromatic smells. It goes with memory. Perfumes go with memory. And the stronger the perfume, the more it lasts on the skin and the body, in the room, or wherever you go. And God is saying Eden and fragrance. So Eden carries a smell of the tree of life, the tree that brings forth healing to nations. So that smell of Eden takes us to the beginning. because memories go with perfume and smell. There are some certain smells you hear. Think of your grandma, your granddad, your father, is he's alive or not alive. You know, you just think of certain people with just a fragrance, a perfume. But God is saying there's fragrance of Eden. And it has to do with blessings. Blessings is a smell, okay? A cursed life. If you're struggling, you use a smell too. It's a fragrance. If you have curse in your family, it's a smell. If you're favored, it's a smell too. So God is talking about changing of fragrances, changing and redesigning and rewiring spiritually.
And taking them back to the beginning.
To the beginning, how originally you were before the fall. So it's going to be an in-depth study, in-depth journey into the revelations of Eden, the tree of life, the four rivers, Pishon, Gishon, Euphrates, Tigris, the mysteries of the rivers, the mysteries of the garden. Did you know that there was a garden of Eden that is quite different from Eden? So there was an earth and there was Eden and there was the Garden of Eden.
See,
and at the east side of Eden,
It's almost started.
yes.
I'm like, are we there already? Like, let's do this already.
Yeah, perfumes, scents. And no wonder in blessings in ancient times, blessings carry smell. And that's why Jacob, before he could bless, Isaac, before he could bless Jacob, Genesis 27:27, yes, he said, the smell of my son. The smell of my son. It's like the smell of a field that Yahweh has blessed. So that field there is Eden. Okay? So you can see the same blessings go through generations. When the fathers were to bless each other, they always discovered Eden. When Barak was about to bless Israel, he said, behold, how beautiful the tabernacle of Israel, how wonderful and beautiful the tents of Jacob. It says she's like a garden whose laws are beautiful, whose leaves are beautiful. So that tree of life carries smell and healing. Those of you that are having trouble, cancer, arthritis, bones, heart issues, it's a time to just come into the revelation of the beginning, Eden, and God will reset you back to your factory default state. So that every sickness is shaken off. Tension, there's so much stress. You see young people, young girls, 25, looking almost 46. Young men looking 19, looking almost 75. Gray hair, look at me, I'm almost 50. No gray hair. You know what I mean?
Please don't look at me then.
Relax. Just relax. See, I don't know how.
Don't look at me.
Okay, let's not go there. So it's a time to relax yourself. Come on. There are things money can give you.
Exactly.
That's peace of mind. That's good life, long life. Money cannot give you. You can have money and you don't have peace. You can have money and you're so sick until you keep spending and spending, flying from Dubai to India until you get broke. So discover Eden. You don't need to spend money.
Fragrance of Eden. That is the theme for this year's Feast of Incense. And of course, you've heard it from the convener himself, Apostle Dabs. And of course, he was giving us an expose, and it just felt like we should just continue. Let the Feast of Incense JFM edition start now. J Afternoon Express edition.
We unveil it.
Let it start right here. And of course, I'm excited. I don't know about you, and that's if you're excited, of course, definitely you should make out time. 5 days. 5 days. It's starting from
April
when?
12th to the 16th.
April 12th.
3 p.m. daily.
Venue is the
Audio Links Event Center, just next to JFM here.
Exactly, very close to us. So just ask anybody. Once you get to National Library, ask anybody that I am going to JFM. They will direct you. Once you get here, ask anybody I'm going to Audio Links. Then we'll direct you.
Just point.
3-dimensional.
3-dimensional.
Exactly.
3-dimensional. That's right.
Yes, that's the way it is. So it's going to be nations gathering together.
Nations are gathering. Voices
singing,
from
praising.
South Africa.
Oh my
from,
God.
Ghana, from Nigeria, Orlando, from New York, from
Ghana.
Where again? Liberia.
Liberia.
Yes, and Liberia. Then a whole few other countries will be a part of it.
And some of them are already here.
And Nigeria, and you listening to me right there.
Exactly.
Your sound and your voice is going to count.
So beautiful. So where would you be from the 12th of April? to the 17th, right?
17th, yeah.
17th of April,
17th.
2023.
Yeah.
See, there's something really special about that. If you miss the 12th,
Oh my
if you
goodness.
miss the 12th,
You shouldn't miss the
You
7th.
shouldn't even miss the 12th.
You shouldn't. You
Because there are
shouldn't.
12 disciples.
Yes.
Yeah.
12 tribes.
Yeah.
You know what it is? 12 baskets.
12 is
It
a
is what it is.
foundation.
You know what it is.
It is what it
He's getting prophetic here because actually this is the 11th feast.
Yeah.
And the last 10 days, 10 years, which is
Yeah.
1 decade,
Yeah.
had been laying a foundation, pioneering, doing something we've never known. You know, you just gather on stage and you don't know the song. Most people rehearse, musicians, hear me. Most musicians rehearse to come and do a presentation of what they've rehearsed. But most of us in the Feast of Incense, we rehearse to be disorganized on that day. We rehearse just to be perfect in knowing, in being skillful, not to know what to do. Because the enemy of God is the mind. The enemy of God is your sense. The natural fights the spiritual. So God wants to move this way, but many of us want to tell them, that lady, that one, that tall one, fine looking girl, I love the smell, that short guy, tall guy, all those kind of things. Those things don't matter. You know, so allow God to do what he wants to do when he wants to do. So feast is just a place where worship, you know, spontaneous, raw, unrehearsed sounds just come forth. It's sort of a life recording of what you don't know. So you capture the celestial atmospheres, prophetic atmospheres, spiritual atmospheres, movements of angels, discussions of Jesus with God the Father. So discussions in the throne room are being echoed in the throne room on earth on an altar called incense.
All right. So you see, right now, I think something should tell you.
If you have not changed your
12,
mind.
17.
I think you should put a
movies.
reminder on your phone.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Save
you
it
should
right
do that.
now. Feast of
Please
Incense.
do, please
you
do.
know,
Love to have you.
of course.
Love to have your families. Just let everybody know something is happening in our territory.
And of course, we're going back to Eden.
Back to the beginning where it
Getting
all
that
started.
Original.
Correcting the
fragrance.
now. Yes, yes.
That's what it is. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Apostle
very
Dabs,
much,
for
brother.
coming
Yes,
around.
yes,
Guys,
yes.
you don't want to miss Feast of Incense.
Yes, Feast
the
of
theme
Incense.
for this year is the fragrance of Eden.
Yes,
and
sir.
starting from the 12th down to 17th
Yes.
of April 2023. All right. And it's 3 p.m. daily.
Yes, sir.
Taking place at Odlins Event Center,
Odlins Event Center.
Nuku Road. It's
Nuku
not far from JFM. Okay, so we want to see you there because we are also going to be there. Who doesn't want to smell?
Yes,
nice?
we're going to have people like Adudeme,
Oh my God!
Gloria Jimbe,
Ooh.
Jeremiah Gyan.
Ooh.
Have some of those. I've mentored the Job Manja.
Oh my goodness!
We have Jad
Jad
Device.
Device.
We have
Hey.
amazing cooking headquarters choir.
Woo.
Job Manja, I've mentioned it.
Yeah.
And then we have one guy, I think his name is Dabs or something, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be there by God's
Oh
grace.
my God.
Larry's going to be there.
Larry's gonna be there.
And
Larry's
you
here
are going
already.
to be there too.
Yes.
The ancient flood keepers, the host choir of the Feast of Incense, would be taking us through sounds like never before.
All right.
I tell you, I just feel fired up now because something is going to happen.
Just get it. Something is going to be happening, and of course, it's the Feast of Incense, the fragrance of Eden, starting from 12th of April to 17th. Odlins Event Center, 3 p.m. daily. All right. We got another good song, another wonderful song. Na Kawu. Did I get
Yes,
it?
that's
Yeah.
a new one.
Oh my
I've had it
God,
for
oh my
about
God.
7 years, and this season will bring out many songs I've done the last 10 years that I've not released. So this is one of them.
See, sir,
They'll begin to
usually
come
my
out.
house are sometimes at
It's not in this country.
but
No.
this one,
Wow.
like
It came out
that
well.
Atmosphere, you had to get it right.
Yes.
Oh my
Na
God.
Kawu.
Aye, we are proud of you.
Na Kawu. See,
Everybody clap
No,
for
this time.
Pedro.
Now is up next, ladies and gentlemen. You would enjoy it. Don't forget, Feast of Incense coming up top to 17th
of
April 2023. Odlins Event Center, 3 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Thank you very much, sir.
Bless you.
Thank you.